welcome to a special edition of Fat Bob's TV. This is a special Dye edition where we have His Royal Highness Ash from Dye, who's going to be talking a little bit about some products and about the new M2. But first of all, before we start, if you just like to tell us a little bit about what you've been doing the last few months.
Last few months, well, obviously, we had the last events of the CPPS and Millennium season.
Yeah.
Not a great season for Nexus, I'll be honest with you, but after a pretty disastrous start, our priority was just stay in the CPL, which we achieved, so kind of box tick there at least. And it's going to be a long off season. We've got tryouts coming up, and we're going to add some players to the roster and kind of rebuild from there.
Have you got anybody that you're looking at?
I've got a few players in mind, but I try to go into the tryouts as open-minded as possible because I genuinely want someone to come along and kind of surprise me, you know? The whole reason you hold tryouts is because you kind of want to find out what's out there. If I kind of had too many people in mind, I would just pick up those people and kind of go from there. So I want to see who's kind of really up for the challenge.
So there could be a special player out there who's just superb that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah, we've had it before. People come along and play way better than other players at the tryout that you expected to do well. And those guys have been given opportunities in the past too. So I like to keep it that way.
Yeah. And is it you that picks the players? Is it you specifically? You personally says that guy there's brilliant, or is there a team of people? Is it a team decision?
Yeah, I mean we have a core of players that I kind of use as like my brain trust a little bit. You know, I kind of bounce ideas off of them.
Right.
A couple of Welsh lads and stuff as well. So, but ultimately the decision comes back to me. You know, it's rests on my shoulders, so I kind of have final say. But I use everyone's input, and sometimes people see things a bit differently to me. And it's nice to kind of get other perspectives.
So clearly they're wrong.
But they're not. Just completely changed their mind.
So that's Nexus, which is obviously the team that you play for, which is the Dye. It's the main Dye team.
Yeah, the Dye Europe factory team.
Right. Yeah. And you also work for Dye, obviously.
I do indeed. Yeah.
So just tell us a little bit about what you do in Dye.
My job title is UK sales and service representative. So I look after all of our customers, stores like yourselves. Teams that we sponsor in the UK. I do deal directly with customers as well in kind of customer service capacity, a little bit of technical support. I attend a lot of events, CVPS, big games all over the country and all the Millenniums. And just generally, I'm the face of Dye in the UK.
The UK go-to man.
Yes, the one.
So if anybody's got problems with Dye, he's the man. Go see him at some kind of event. So Dye's had some superb products out over the years.
Yes.
And probably the one that I think is most people will know, and in my opinion, the best hopper of all time, is this bad boy here. It's the Dye Rotor. Now, I got mine in 2008. The week that these came out, I got one of these, and I've still got it now. Yeah,
they're bomb-proof. You know? It really did, in a very short space of time as well, completely revolutionised the loader market. You know, it came in, and within a space of a month or so, it was the dominant loader.
Everybody
straight away. People in rave that, and it's been a solid performer for us for years and years and years. I mean, for a very long time, there was nothing that we kind of wanted to do with it or anything. You know, kind of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In the last couple of years, there have been some other loaders that have come along that have added to the loader market in terms of features and so on. So earlier this year we did bring out the R2, which is the bigger capacity one. The updated version of the Rotor. So you have the adjustable capacity with the top shell that expands. Has like the reload alert facility where it will prompt you to reload after 100, 150 shots. Kind of so you don't ever shoot your loader empty. The gearbox inside has been re-engineered to take up less space, so we get the same capacity with overall a slightly smaller loader. And even in its lower capacity, it's now true 200, whereas the Rotor is kind of like 185, 190-ish. So it's now true 200 in the smaller capacity, and with the expansion, it's 260 volts.
Right, so obviously depending on the size of the paint, because paint's got smaller, hasn't it, over the years?
Yeah, so that adds to it as well.
You can get 550 cal.
Exactly. You get a little 50 cal drop-in kit in there, and that's it. That's all you need for the whole day.
We'll try it. We'll see what happens. So that's sort of been the product for Dye, I think. But obviously Dye doesn't just do hoppers, it does the goggles, which are extremely good sellers, the i4s.
Yeah, again, another product that came in and really just took off flying. It's a phenomenal product in terms of the amount of people that use them, units that we've produced over the years.
It's an incredible seller.
It
sells so well.
And I do often get people kind of asking about if you're going to make a longer one, and for people with bigger faces,
with 2 chins, or 3 chins,
to get 2 goggles, cut the bottom half on, and stick it on, kind of thing. But honestly, I've spoken to plenty of bigger guys who love the i4 as it is, and say that doesn't really affect them. They like the kind of sleekness and the how nicely it fits on their face, even if some of it is outside of it.
Some of it's outside. The jowls are on the outside. So that's it. That's the guns, and then of course we have the guns. And these here are the sort of like, this is the low end entry level gun, which is the PMR, which is, I suppose I would have thought that's probably the best seller with it being that price, is it? Am I right?
I mean it's a great entry level gun. It's quite a simple design, very robust, but utilises a lot of the features that we've had on the DM guns over the years. So it has the self-cleaning eye pipe that we've had in the Dye Matrix series of markers since 2008. We have the ultralight frame as well, so it's very comfortable to hold in your hand. It's a very natural fit. Performance-wise, it's great. Very smooth shot. It's ball valve design, similar to the DM, a little bit simpler, so it's maintenance is a bit easier on players as well. And a great price as well. Which currently on the rail, there is we kind of make it into a starter package, so you can get the rail with a Primo loader and an EL goggle for 200 quid. 200
quid. So to get into paintball, it's not really. I wouldn't call that a bottom end gun. I would say it's mid range, really.
It's definitely. It's not kind of a proper basic clunker, how you would describe those. It's a very good performance gun, especially for the price you pay.
Because I mean, you see a lot of these going to the big games.
For guys who perhaps play paintball once a month, once every 6 weeks, just doing walk-ons, someone who's kind of still discovering how big they want to get into paintball. It's a perfect investment, because it's reliable, it'll do you well, it'll perform well out in the field, but it's not going to break your wallet either.
And it's 200 quid with the goggles and a loader as well. That's incredible. And then what I really liked was when we sold a lot of these over the years. And people would say, what upgrades can you do to them? And we'd say, well, you change the barrel and you get a new ASA on it, and a clamping feed neck. And then all of a sudden, Dye brings this baby out.
So we literally maxed the rail. That's basically what we did.
So this is the Dye maxed rail.
Yes.
With the bits I've just been talking about.
Yeah, so for guys who are kind of already a bit more keen, a bit more serious about playing, probably play a bit more regularly, you can kind of go straight in and get yourself a max rail, which has those kind of basic upgrades that give you quite a performance boost. Things like an on-off airport makes it easy, not faffing around with screwing your air tank on and cutting O-rings and so on. Clamp and feed neck, the metal clamp and feed neck is nicer. Get your rotor on there, keep it nice and snug. 2-piece barrels, generally you get better performance out of the 2-piece barrels. One, they're a little bit better honing on the inside, and also you can get different sized backs for them as well. So then
different bosses.
Yeah, exactly. So then you can kind of have a couple of backs in your bag, and depending on what paint you're shooting at the day, because you can go from this event to that event, and it's a different vendor at each one. You can make sure that the barrel is just right for the paint, and so the gun's going to perform at its best for you.
Yeah, because the barrel is when we say to people, when people come into the shop and they say, what upgrades can I get from a gun? And we say, look, there's 2 main upgrades that you can get for your gun. The first one is practice. Which is the biggest upgrade you can get. And the second one is a barrel kit, because it doesn't just increase accuracy, these backs, it's efficiency as well. So you can almost double the efficiency of your gun by getting the correct ball to ball match.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's to the very, very important. Right, what we're going to do is have a quick break, and after we come back, we're going to have a look at this bad boy here, the M2. Right, welcome back. So we're talking to Ash from Dye, and we're just about to look at the brand new Dye M2, which is the latest gun from Dye. So I don't know anything about these all. Actually, you tell us all about this gun.
Okay, so the M2 is our kind of what we consider the best that we can make the Matrix platform out to be. Obviously, the 12 years now we've been kind of developing and refining the Dye Matrix platform, and for this year we've kind of really brought it right up to date. Obviously, in the recent past we've not had any OLED displays on our guns or anything, and we really wanted to take the time to make quite a comprehensive OLED when we kind of went into that end of the market. You know, we didn't just want to have just a basic screen that tells you your gun's turned on and that it's in Millennium mode and so on. So we kind of took the time to make a really comprehensive method operating system, it's called, with lots of features, lots of adjustable parameters for the gun, and some other fun stuff as well.
Right.
So within the gun, if I just turn this on.
Because this screen is sort of the USP of this. This is the ultimate screen in any gun. I've not seen any screen as good as this in anything.
1 inch full colour OLED screen with a rechargeable battery inside the grid frame that in the right conditions you can get up to 100,000 shots out of, so battery life is not...
So it should last a weekend.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
Right.
Even the heaviest of gunners should be able to be fine with this. On the home screen, you can actually adjust the different info that is displayed to you.
Right.
So at the moment we have it set up with it's showing the game time. So if I was playing a big game and I knew that there was objectives every hour or so, I could set it to count down an hour, and the gun will prompt me to try and do the objective on the hour every hour or so on. It tells me the different profile I'm in, the rate of fire that I'm set to, the fire mode, and so on. With the profiles, there are 6 separate adjustable profiles on the gun.
So are these sort of preset? So you can go to profile 1, profile 2, and it's preset for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So there is one profile in there which is locked to the factory setting actually.
Right.
So if, for example, someone were to be messing around with the settings and kind of managed to configure the gun in some way that it wasn't cycling particularly well, and they definitely do. You can just quickly flick it over to the factory default, and the gun will be in a functioning mode.
Yeah. So basically, what you do is you've got a problem with your gun. You don't know what it is, but you're not sure if something is wrong with the gun or it's the settings. You click into the factory, it's working fine. It's you're an idiot. You've done something.
I've definitely messed with it too much. The other 5 profiles are all fully adjustable. So. I have already gone in and set one as a semi-automatic, one for Millennium mode, one for PSP mode, and then the other 2 I've had some fun with for big games and whatnot. So literally depending on where I go that weekend to play, I can just go in, select that profile, and boom, my gun's completely set up. I don't have to readjust the settings every time. I set each profile once, and then I can
which you can do in the comfort of your own home, can't you? So if you're sat at home, you want a 12 ball second semi, or you want ramping or whatever, so you set it all up,
and then that's it's ready. So and like I say, changing between each one is, if I just hold up on the joystick on the back here, it takes me into the profile selecting screen, and I can just scroll up through each of them. Profile 4, 3, 2, 1. There's my middle one. Select that, and then hold the joystick up again to go back into the play mode, and that's it.
And it's as simple as that.
Ready to go play.
So it's got a joystick on it?
It does. Joysticks on the back. Obviously, it's a 5-way joystick, as we're calling it.
Right.
4 directions of movement, obviously, and it acts as a button as well. So you scroll through the menu, left, right, up and down, depending on what you're trying to change. Tap the button to confirm, or to kind of go into the next sub-menu or so on. Within each of the profiles, we have many adjustable parameters. So if I go into profile 1 here, they're broken into 3 sections. One is the actual performance settings of the gun, so you can adjust things like obviously your standard things, your dwell setting, trigger sensitivity, the rate of fire, the fire mode that you're in. There's also some features that have always been in the program of the gun that are now adjustable that weren't before. So things like how long the gun waits before it kicks in the ABS mode. Previously that was just preset to a 30-second time delay. The gun would kick in the ABS mode if you didn't shoot the gun for 30 seconds.
So this is ABS in anti-bolt?
Yes, So you can change how long the gun waits before that kicks in.
Right.
You can also change the amount that the ABS kicks in by. Again, before that it would just add 5 milliseconds to the dwell time to increase the airflow through the solenoid.
So this, for people who don't know what that means, is ABS is the anti-bolt stick. With it being a spool valve gun, if it gets very, very cold, if you're playing something that's very, very cold, then the lube can get a bit sticky.
Yeah, essentially you get a kind of vacuum forms between the back wall of the bolt where it sits in the rest position and the sail. And you've got to kind of break the force of that vacuum, the kind of suction that it creates. So the ABS just keeps the solenoid open for a fraction of a second longer, which gives you a little bit more force time applied to the bolt to make sure that it cycles correctly on the first shot after it's
and then it goes back to
the normal setting. So you can adjust how long it waits before that kicks in. You can adjust how much that kicks in by. You can also adjust things like the eye delay for. It's basically the split second that the gun waits between detecting the ball in the breech and actually shooting the ball, just to allow the ball time to settle. If you ever watch a gun loading a ball in super slow motion, which there are videos online about, you'll see as the ball drops into the breech it can rattle around a little bit. So again, you can adjust that up or down. Like let's say if for some reason you wanted to use a gravity loader, do you not do a game at your site where you have to use the gravity loader?
1989.
So if you wanted to take this to the 89 club, you could adjust it to make sure that you won't have any issues on the day or anything like that. A whole host of different features that you can adjust on the performance of the gun. And then we also have the actual data settings of the gun, which is kind of how the gun kind of presents the information that it can give you. So on the home screen, you can actually change the configuration of what information is shown to you. Like as you say, at the moment I have it set with the game timer showing. You can change it so the main piece of information there is the profile you're in, which obviously will be more important if you're at an event. You can quickly look down definitely in Millennium mode or so on. Or you can change it so that the main piece of information is your the BPS. That kind of thing, or the fire mode you're in.
So this is like the home screen on your telephone, which you can
you can customise the different things that it shows you. There's 3 options. You just scroll through and select the one you want. You can also change the actual boot screen on the gun. So when the gun first loads up, when you get it the first time, it has the M2 logo there. There's a couple of other stock options in there, like a die logo and the other. You can also load your own custom image. So you
dangerous.
Look out for a Fat Bob's logo on this gun.
There'll be nudie women on there.
So it's dead simple to do. Obviously the gun has a USB port here in the grip, which is where you do all your charging and any software updates, boot screen updates. We have comes with a customer service passport. It's like a little USB credit card, which you plug into the cable. It detects it's there, and that's how you download the image to the gun or new software updates.
So like a pen drive, that type of thing. And then, so with the upgrades, if there's any firmware upgrades or software upgrades, should I say, we just get that offline then? Download
it would be on the Die Paintball website. You go to the Die Paintball website, download the latest version of the software, save it to your thumb drive, connect it to the gun, turn the gun on. It will see that it's connected to the USB device. It has 2 options on the menu screen there: download new boot screen image or download new software. Select which one you want it to do, hit yes, takes about 30 seconds,
and that's it.
And boom, you're good.
Very, very, very clever. That.
And obviously with all the software updates, we're open to suggestion about different things people want. I've already put in a request to have Snake. The
games. But when you shut out and you watch it from
when you sat in the dead box. Don't know whether it's going to come through or not, but I'll keep pushing.
I would have thought so. Might have got a joystick on the back, wouldn't it?
Exactly. Tetris could also be possible.
Tetris.
Also, the gun has internal pressure sensors, transducers. So it can give you a live readout of the internal pressure of both your hyper reg and the LPR. That information is actually visible from the home screen. So when you're in the home screen, just come back out to the.
So this is for troubleshooting again, isn't it?
Troubleshooting, but also kind of just for quick reference and so on. So when I'm in the home screen here, if I just flick the joystick to the right, it gives me like a little kind of update of the status of the gun. It tells me my current shot count. It gives me my service schedule if I'm due a service anytime soon. That's another feature you can adjust in there. The internal pressure of both the LPR and the hyper reg, and it does give you a readout of your BPS peaks and so on. Obviously, if you're in Millennium mode and it's capped at 10.5, it's just going to tell you a flat 10.5. But if you're playing semi and you set the cap of the rate of fire pretty high, then obviously it'll tell you if you've peaked at 18 recently.
So how good you are.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a computer inside you.
It is. It's a full operating system. Kind of. Computers have operating systems, phones have their operating systems, and this gun has an operating system. It's a fully kind of integrated platform.
So really, this is the most sophisticated gun really that there's ever been in paintball, isn't it? I don't think I've not seen anything like that before.
I mean, I have seen some of the features that we have in the M2s used on other guns down the years, to varying degrees of success in the past, but I've definitely never seen all of those features in one place and with more stuff on top of that,
and in such a high resolution screen as well.
It's crystal clear viewing. It's not kind of decipher a little kind of pixelated LCD or anything like that. It's full color OLED, nice and big, nice and clear.
And this colour, what is this colour? This is one of the because this is it's camo. It's a camouflage
it's Backward Hunter is the actual name of the camo. I believe it's like a licensed camo pattern, much like Real True and so on.
It's a superb colour, that
isn't it? It is. Like I say, I actually saw it in our kind of computer system. It came up there on the stock list and that. And so before I'd even seen the gun, I knew I wanted it because I'm a bit of a camo fan, and it definitely did not disappoint.
No, it looks absolutely fantastic. That does. It looks really good. And then presumably Dye, who bring out the PGA graphics, there's going to be team guns coming out, I would imagine, and then there'll be more colours.
I mean, we have 6 colours for the launch. This is one of the PGA colours. The other one is a carbon print, so the surface of the gun has like a carbon weave to it, which is also very, very good looking gun. It was a close second for me. The black gold, always a popular colour combination. And some other ones as well. The red and white Crimson Winter is the actual name of the colourway. Deep Waters, the blue.
So
some really popular colour guns.
Who comes up with the names of these colours?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I might ask to be on the committee next time, actually. Try and shoehorn in some fun names for myself.
And see what you come up with. So internally, has anything changed from the DM15?
We've made some refinements. We've not kind of been the old platform, because let's be honest, the DM platform over the years has been one of the most robust and reliable that we've seen. So it's more about refinement on the physical features. So things like on the airport, we've beefed up the lever here to make engaging your air tank a lot easier. On the bolt kit itself, we've made a few minor modifications. There's some grooves that we've added to the rear side of the bolt that aid with the ABS feature, so it gives a greater surface area for the LPR force to act on, and that's enabled us to lower the operating pressure of the LPR now down to 60 to 65 psi, down from 75 psi was the old measurement.
And obviously the lower the PSI, the better it's on paint.
Literally that's the lower the force moving the bolt around, the softer the bolt is going to impact on the paint when you're actually shooting the gun, so it will enable you to shoot some incredibly brittle paint.
No, well, that looks absolutely superb. This is the brand new Dye M2. It's only been out a couple of weeks, hasn't it?
Has indeed,
It's literally hitting the shelves now.
Literally first deliveries this week.
Right, so if you've already ordered one, it's going to be coming pretty soon. If you haven't ordered one yet, you need to get your order in pretty quick, and we'll get you one. And we do a thing now. We do a 0% finance option now, so you can buy one of these, and I believe after the initial deposit, which is 10%, I think about 1,200 quid these guns out. So £120 deposit. It works out about £19 a week.
Oh wow!
For a year with no interest.
Oh wow!
So it becomes very, very affordable to anybody. Come to Christmas as well, remember. Right. Well, thank you very much, Ash, and good luck with the future.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
And we'll see you again soon.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you very much.